Hello, everyone. Welcome to another podcast, on stage podcast, and you will not believe who we have here is my co-host again, Amy Sawyer,
I'm
all the way from Norway.
back.
She's back, and she loves all of these interviews where we interview sopranos. And first time ever, she's interviewing a tenor. Her 11th
I know, yeah.
episode. Love it. You were so excited that first time you get to interview a tenor, which is wow, it's great. So Alfredo, Amy has been my co-host for 10 episodes already, and she always interviews sopranos and tenors, and well, sopranos because they're like in England, and she's like almost like an hour same time around. So,
Mhm.
but now she gets to interview a tenor, and who better than interview Alfredo Carrillo? Carrillo, you know. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to another podcast. So to talk about who Alfredo Carrillo is, he's an internationally acclaimed dramatic tenor, and he stands as one of Mexico's most electrifying voices, a performer whose power, emotional depth, and unmistakable presence have captivated audiences across North America and Europe. He was born in Durango, Mexico. Carrillo began his musical journey at the Casa de la Cultura, where he later founded Viernes de Ópera. I think I'm saying that right. Cultivating a devoted community of opera lovers like myself. Celebrated for his commanding portrayals of Don José and Carmen, my favorite musical, Alfredo Germont in La Traviata, and you get to use your real name here, and Rodolfo in La Boheme. I'm familiar with them all. He has graced major stages, including Seattle's Benaroya Hall, Mexico City's Lunario del Auditorio Nacional, Teatro del Bicentenario, Meydenbauer Center Theater, and the Palacio de Bellas Artes. His artistry has earned him top honors such as Best Tenor at the Olivia Gorra Contest and first place at the prestigious Academia in Perm, Russia. I don't know if I got that right. Perm. And accolades have led many to call him the young Pavarotti, which I love. Now, everyone, Carrillo has trained with Operísima Mexico, Bellevue Opera, and even performed up close for the legendary Plácido Domingo. That's awesome. Beyond opera, he is a versatile top interpreter of crossover, sacred, and traditional Mexican music, singing in more than 11 languages. Whoa, 11 languages. I only know two. He continues to inspire the next generation through mentorship while enchanting audiences with his recordings and live performances, including a recent sold out appearance at the Seattle Art Museum and 2025 performance in New York City. Thank you, Alfredo Carrillo, for joining us and Amy today.
Thank you so much, Chris, and thank you to be here. And I'm so happy to be here in your podcast with
You're
your
very
host.
welcome. It's nice to meet you. I've always wanted to have you on.
Okay. Oh, you were born and began your musical journey in Durango, Mexico, starting with lessons in Casa de la Cultura. What early influences or moments sparked your passion for opera or classical singing?
Yeah, Amy. Oh, I'm so glad to meet you too. And yeah, my great inspirations was since the beginning three tenors. Plácido Domingo, Luciano Pavarotti,
Mhm.
and Jose Carreras. Mainly Carreras, who I will have the opportunity to see next this April in Aguascalientes, Mexico. He will come
Mm.
to make a concert here with Kenny G, this legendary saxophonist, and I will
Oh,
be there this April. So I'm so happy to be for the first time with one of my inspirations to sing, Jose Carreras.
Wow, yeah, that's amazing. I really like that. I mean, it's interesting. Like when you first started singing, as a tenor. Like I'm a tenor myself, but nothing compared to something that you would do. Like you would just blow me away. So um, I learned that
Yeah.
your artistry carries a deep emotional honesty. When you look back at your early years in Durango, what is one moment outside of formal training that first made you feel the power of your own voice?
Uh, well, I remember my first teacher was Javier Galindo, and one of the moments when I feel that power of the voice is when I was singing Granada. Granada is a song of Agustin Lara. It's a Mexican composer who composed this song, and he never was there in Granada, but he describes perfectly all this little town in Spain. And then I sang that song, and I felt for the first time this lyrical voice, this lyrical feeling, and it was amazing to feel the audience, uh, how they can vibrate, and I vibrate with them. And it was one of my first moments, honestly, until these days. I can remember still uh, this moment, Chris.
Yeah, it must have made you feel like powerful because, just feeling the power of your own voice, you realize that if you just go just one more octave, it just, shake the whole building. It's like, here comes Alfredo, I think it's really awesome. Um,
Yeah.
but but many artists remember a single early mentor or influence who changed everything. Now, who was that person for you, and what did they awaken in you that still lives in your work today?
Well, yeah. As I told you before, one of these persons was my first teacher, Javier Galindo. He gave me the character, gave me the this feeling of forza, force. Uh, and then Jose Carreras, this legendary tenor of Spain, uh, who inspired me a lot to be an opera singer. And the audience that every day motivate me to give my best. And I'm so happy for that. I'm very fortunate.
Your repertoire spans from classic operatic roles like Rodolfo and La Boheme, and
Yeah.
dramatic leads like in Turnaround and Carmen. Which role has been the most challenging or rewarding for you, emotionally or and vocally, and why?
All right. Wow, that's a very interesting question because both of them, both of these titles, Carmen and La Boheme,
Mhm.
there are, I think, personally, uh, one of the most demanding roles.
Mhm.
Rodolfo in La Boheme
Mm.
uh, and
Mhm.
Don Jose in Carmen. It's very interesting, and I know the audience, your audience, will enjoy this because Don Jose have to be a very dramatic uh, voice, but very dramatic interpretation with the body, with the face.
Mhm.
You know, he is a man who is in love with Carmen, and he, he have lost all his life for her. So at the end, he's crazy, and he have to demonstrate this feeling to the audience, and with the voice and with the body. By the other side, Rodolfo is a poet.
Mm.
He's a romantic man. He have to be sweet. He is an eternal uh, lover. Very very different to Don Jose. So it's very difficult. It's a challenge, as you say, Amy. It's a big challenge to change between Don Jose and then sing Rodolfo in La Boheme. So
Mhm.
I continue training, every day to reach more in my next operas, uh, because I would love to sing more Bohemes and more Carmens.
Mhm.
Yeah, with like Dramatic Leads and Turandot. Now, I know my favorite song from that is Nessun Dorma. And
Wow.
that is a great song. And if you learn it in English, all it is none shall sleep tonight. But it sounds a lot
Yeah.
better in Italian, you know. And I saw
Mhm.
Tosca some time ago, and I love the tragic beauty of that musical. But I'm not going to give it away unless you've seen it. But Turandot, Nessun Dorma, like, and it's part for a male, but I've heard two females sing it already. Amy, Lucy Kay was one of them,
Yes, I.
and I can't
Mhm.
remember another one. But that's actually, I, to tell you the truth, I think some great sopranos actually sing Nessun Dorma than tenors. But I've heard you; it's like amazing. Um, but and Carmen, I love Carmen. That's a great one.
As a crossover tenor, you blended operatic arias with more popular or romantic styles. In releases like your EP from My Heart to Yours and singles such as Funiculi Funicula, what draws
Yeah.
you to crossover music and how do you decide which pieces to adapt or perform in that style?
Well, it's we used to be a great team, you know. I all this, of
Mhm.
course, in Seattle, Washington. Uh,
Ah.
in Seattle, Washington, yeah, I love Seattle. It was they gave me the opportunity. That city gave me the opportunity to make all this, you know, this My Heart album. It's an EP.
Mhm.
We chose together the songs. Uh, my friend Luis, uh, and then Luisa Benitez, a really good singer. I have made some duets with her, and
Mhm.
Janelle Jordan. So they helped me a lot to choose the songs, but they gave me the freedom at the end to choose that I want to sing, you know, which is very difficult sometimes with singers because when
Mhm.
you, you know, so sometimes you have to do the some people want that you have to do. And it's okay
Mhm.
that, but it's much better when you have the freedom to do. So yeah, we chose Funiculi Funicula with as a single. It's amazing and happiness. It's a very happy area, you know. Funiculi
Yeah.
Funicula. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I love it. Your voice is amazing, my friend.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
When you
Thank
were
you.
founding Viernes de Ópera, create a community of opera lovers in your home state. Now, what inspired you to build that space, and how did it influence your own artistic evolution?
Well, it's a it's a big responsibility, you know, to guide the new generations. Uh, I would like to give a sense of this answer for the new generations to motivate the young people to take this music, you know, and sadly, lately, overall in this time, this kind of music it seems to be lost, you know,
Hmm.
and I celebrate when new generations in the concerts when I see uh, young people. Of course, I enjoy all the audience, but especially when I see these young people say, "Okay, go for it," you know, you are the future for this amazing music. Don't get lost. And yeah, it's my great motivation, Chris.
Oh, yeah. I think we mentioned this a little bit before, but you've sung in 10 different languages and performed on international stages, including with orchestras like Detroit Symphony. How has traveling and performing globally shaped your approach to interpretation and connecting with diverse audiences?
Yeah, well, I enjoy a lot of this. The last concert with Detroit Symphony was a dream. because the orchestra, it it sounds like like a recording. Was
Hmm.
the orchestra behind me, and it was like
Wow.
it, it was I was listening a recording. I had the opportunity to be with the Indianapolis Orchestra too, like last January, and wow, it's the same. So I love, I consider myself very blessed. I have blessed, and what can I do? I'm very excited to know beautiful people, to be in wonderful stages, and it's it's the best of the world, honestly.
Hmm.
I want to ask you, like, I know you speak English, and I think your second language is Italian. Can you give me the other 9 languages that you know? I'm very interested.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's very interesting, Chris. Um, one thing I love to sing. Now, you were mentioning about Nessun Dorma in English. It was very interesting. How was the first sentence that you said?
None
It
shall sleep
don't.
tonight.
Yeah, I remember a score writing when you sang that. I said, "Oh, I used to see." I love to sing opera in English, and I love to sing in German. I can sing in German.
German. Wow.
German, yeah, it's one of the language very strong to sing. French,
Hmm.
oh gosh, French is Carmen is in French
Hmm.
originally. I have sung in Russian on Tchaikovsky, Yevgeny Onegin opera of Tchaikovsky.
Wow.
Not all the opera, but the aria, Kuda Kuda. Um, and
No.
Japanese,
No
yeah,
way. Oh my
yeah,
goodness, really?
What?
Japanese opera? I can
yeah,
imagine how that is.
yeah. It's a
Wow.
yeah. It's a. Can I sing a little part for you of this
Yeah,
beautiful song?
please.
Of course.
Yeah, I will do. It says Kawa no Nagare no Johnny. It says it only a few times. Ah, Kawa no Nagare no Yoni, Tome Donato, Sore mo mata ia ojite, Samaru take.
Wow.
Wow. The only Japanese song I know is Sakura, Sakura. That's the only one I know.
Ah, yeah.
That's beautiful. Wow. It's funny when you hear when you hear someone sing opera in Japanese, you don't even you're saying you don't even care what language it is. You just love the voice. It's amazing. Thank you,
Oh,
Alfredo. It's beautiful. I
thank you,
loved it.
Chris.
I loved it. But
I'm so
one
glad.
thing I loved it. And oh, sorry, you didn't mention the other. So it was French. And I believe it was German, and in
German,
Japanese. So what are the other ones? Like, do you know Slovak or
Russian,
Polish or Russian? I heard Russian
Russian,
opera.
yeah, French. What we say French, yeah, and
French and German and Japanese.
yeah, Nahuatl. Nahuatl is for my the
Jap-
culture, Mexican culture. Nahuatl. It's the Aztecs, the language of the Aztecas. Uh,
oh,
the Mexican culture. Some Zapoteco. It's another language from the
really?
native uh, in Mexico. Um, yeah. What else? Because yeah, they say
Wow,
Ayana.
that's beautiful.
Sometimes when they say my resume, I say, oh gosh, they say I sing in 9 languages, and it's-
Amy, do you remember Christina Johnson said that she was only given a week to prepare to sing a song in Hebrew?
Yes.
She
Hmm.
was only given a week to learn Hebrew, to sing
Hebrew.
as a soprano. She was supposed to
Yeah.
sing in Hebrew, and she was only given a week to learn it.
Oh my gosh, only
It
a
was
week.
so fast.
Sometimes we have to do that. Yeah, definitely.
Wow, yeah,
Singers.
that's amazing. But one thing, like, okay, now tell me, You were described as a young Pavarotti. How do you personally carry the weight, like, and the honor of that comparison while still forging your own artistic identity?
Well, yes, exactly. It's an honor for me. It's and I don't have any trouble to be compared with him. It's the opposite, you know. I remember one of my colleagues, Juan Diego Flores. It's a great and gorgeous tenor from Peru, uh, and at that time he had an interview, and somebody said to him, Some people say that you are the new Pavarotti."
Mm.
And he said, "Well, it's an honor, but I will like to be the first Juan Diego, you know. But in my case, I am honored to be considered, I mean, at least close to this Maestro Pavarotti. You know, I admire him so much, and we have talked with some producers to make some movie about her life. So I
Oh
feel
yeah.
a great identify a lot with Pavarotti life. You know,
Wow.
I can feel him. There is a story, very short story about it. When I was younger, in Durango city, my city, when I was born in Mexico,
Mhm.
I had a neighbor, a woman, and he say, Freddy. He used to call me Freddy, you know. It's Alfredo, and they say, Freddy, come here, come here. I say, oh yeah, what do you say, aunt? I used to call her my aunt. And they say, aunt, what happened? I say, please pray to Pavarotti. When Pavarotti dies into, I think Pavarotti dies in 2027,
Mhm.
and he
Mhm.
say, pray to Pavarotti, pray to him. Now he's died. I say, what are you talking about? Yes, pray to him to he can give your good luck, good lucky.
Mm.
And say, wow, it's interesting. I I didn't. I mean, I just say, yeah, I admire Pavarotti, but it was weird to pray. But that now I can understand that he just are telling me that he considered me that I could get this glorious career,
Wow.
and I'm looking for that still, of course.
That's a wow. That's a. I don't know. I don't know how I feel if someone said that you could replace somebody. I'm like, well, why don't I just be myself and give it my best. Um,
Yeah,
yeah. Do you remember Amy Deanna Durbin when she sang the English version of Nessun Dorma? That was good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
was good. And but
yeah,
we had someone named Natasha Barbieri, a friend of ours, and she's I think she's a
Mhm.
mezzo soprano, mezzo, and
Mhm.
yeah, I just the voices, oh, just sitting there and just listen. You can sing the instructions for a coffee maker, and I'd be listening. Oh, plug it in. Awesome. You know, like I just love your voice, and I just love opera. It's just fantastic.
Okay, winning recognition as top international tenor in 2016 at Perm Russia Opera competition was a big milestone. Can you share what that experience was like and how it impacted your career trajectory?
yeah. So about my experience in that moment in the concourse, you know, I was so nervous. I was so nervous in the contest. I have never been in Russia before, and they have a great discipline,
Mhm.
and and for my surprise, they appreciate a lot the this uh, Hispanic and Latin power of the voice of the interpretation. And then it's one of the things that I remember
Mm.
more. You know, uh, they say, "Oh my gosh, you're different of the tenors here in Russia." So you could have a great career here. They want me to stay there, but unfortunately, I had to come back, and then the war exploded,
Mhm.
unfortunately,
Oh yeah.
and
Hmm.
yeah, and then until this day. So, but I hope to come back soon and have these beautiful moments again. But that was amazing experience.
Yeah. I know that there's some roles transform a singer beyond technique. Now, they shift identity. Is there a character you've performed who changed the way you understand yourself as a human being?
Oh wow, that's a very very deep question.
I learned how to ask questions through Amy herself.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I don't know honestly, but again, I will change Don Jose. I will like to change the mind in Don Jose, and because you know why he had a beautiful girlfriend in the
Hmm.
story, Micaela. Micaela, he had his mother praying for him, waiting for him.
Hmm.
He had a great position in the army, but he lost all, and I can understand him. I can understand him. I would like to change his mind and change the story. Uh, it will be a good experiment sometimes to do it. Like in you know there there is a production in Sydney, Australia.
Hmm.
At the
Mhm.
end, I don't want to spoiler the Carmen for the people, but at the end, all the operas had that at the end.
Hmm.
Almost all the operas. So, but Don Jose uh, killed Carmen. But in
Mm.
this production, they change, and Carmen is who killed Don Jose in this
Mhm.
production in Australia. So it's crazy, but it's interesting. Is regarding your question, it's possible to change the characters.
Mhm.
Yeah. Why do you suppose that just like Shakespeare, a lot of the musicals and opera musicals, like especially Tosca, why is it so tragic?
About
Like I've
Shakespeare.
seen some operas where I don't want to give them away. People have to watch them, but there's some operas out there I've seen where it's so tragic, where both the main characters die, like in Romeo and Juliet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I wonder why. It's very interesting. I think it's coming from the Greek uh, tragedia from Greece.
Hmm.
You know, all this comes from Greece art. Uh, it's wide. And by the other side is the comic operas. It's called opera buffa, where everybody is happy, everybody is joking. But yeah, the drama is like that, and then
Yeah, I mean, I'm
yeah,
pretty sure there's a lot of musicals out there where it's not so tragic, but I've noticed a lot of them as well. I'm not going to give them away, but I did see a few where I'm just sitting there. No, don't kill them, please. They were so good.
yeah, I know, I know, yes,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah, but I know like there's you've worked with a wide range of directors, conductors, and creative teams. So, what's one behind the scenes moment that fundamentally changed the way you approach collaboration?
Well, can I say it live? It's not censored. I'm just kidding. No, it's some stories in the dressing rooms. One thing is not that you are thinking that it's no. I was vocalizing for Traviata. I
Hmm.
I was I was singing Traviata. Alfredo is the role as my name, so I say Alfredo as Alfredo, and then I have vocalizing and I have a line with the A note. It's a high note,
Hmm.
and I had to sing croce, croce delizia al cor. It's
Mm.
Italian,
Mhm.
and it's exactly in the word croce. It was croce, I had singing in my dressing
Mhm.
room, and then
Hmm.
I this "Cro-" and I cracked,
Oh.
and
Mhm.
the soprano
Wow.
was in the other dressing room, and he could listen to me, and I was so embarrassing. She told me after a month after, she told me, "Oh, I heard you, Alfredo. I heard you vocalizing, and you were so cute." I say, "Okay, at least you think that I was cute, cracking my voice, you know." But it is a lot of experience in the stage, you know,
Yeah.
backstage, funny stories, drama. Uh, yeah, it's part of the life, you know, Chris, Amy. It's part of the
Mhm.
life. It's and I
Yeah.
love it honestly.
And also,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you have to learn how to say it properly, like Italian as well, and how to get that rolling R as well, like Nessun dorma. I can't do it,
Yeah.
but you have to learn all these operas. And if I just said, okay, can you perform um, the entirety of 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 Turandot? Would you be able to do it? Is this something like you keep in your mind? Like you always think with Shakespeare actors, you've done Merchant of Venice. I would say to somebody, you've done Merchant of Venice. If you don't do Merchant of Venice for at least another year, would you be able to stand up and do Merchant of Venice? Or do you forget? Do you forget your the lyrics for all the songs? Like, do you remember Turandot? If they asked you, can you be someone's what do you call it? What do you call that when the main actor, the actress can't make it? Understudy. Can you be the understudy? Would you be able to do it like that, or would you need to be brushed up on?
No, you have to be prepared. You know, you have to be
Mm,
prepared to improvise anytime, anytime. But because sometimes nowadays, almost all the theaters have them monitors. Is the word the
mm,
screens?
Mhm.
You can read the lines. Almost a lot of theaters have, but I rather personally I don't like to trust on that. I like to trust on my memory because
Mhm.
my eyes are not the best. My
mm.
eyes, I need glasses, but I don't use. But so I have to be very prepared in my mind,
Mhm.
in my memory. But it happens, and it have happened. Of course, it had happened sometimes when I forgot the lyrics, and you know you can put singing the audience. Okay,
Yeah.
if I say "Nessun dorma, nessun
Mhm.
dorma," and
Mhm.
sing with me, please. What else?
Yeah,
You
you would
know,
have to remember that. Yeah.
you can't do. Yeah, in opera you can't do that. So it's very hard.
It's very rare that someone like Deanna Durbin or someone would sing Nessun Dorma in English, but I've never heard it in any other language, not even Japanese. I, I actually asked somebody, you ever heard of if all the operas had to be sung in Chinese or something, who would do all that translation? That would be like difficult, you know. But
Well, yeah.
it'd be amazing. But you move fluidly between cultures, traditions, and musical worlds. How has this global perspective shaped the emotional storytelling at the heart of your performances?
Well, yeah. As an artist, you have to be the heart open.
Hmm.
You know, to have the heart open to feel. And for example, I will sing Madame Butterfly this
Oh.
April. Madame Butterfly, you are Pinkerton. The tenor is Pinkerton,
Hmm.
a sergeant of the army, U.S. Army, and he is in love with Chocho-san in
Mm.
Japan. Chocho-san is a geisha. She is a geisha, and it's By the way, I will love to change this role to Pinkerton. He should be with Shosho-san all the life, but she only got her in love and then abandoned her. So it's very hard for me. It's really very hard to how can I say this, to be Pinkerton, because I'm not like that. I don't like. I will never abandon a love. I mean, I think that, but it's but it's the culture too,
Hmm.
as the question
Mhm.
said is. So you have to be prepared mentally
Mm.
to do that. To be a bad man or a killer, uh, villain. I mean, yeah,
Okay. Looking back at your debut with Mozart's Requiem, and your
yeah.
path with major opera houses, and the piece of it, what's one piece of advice you would give to an aspiring tenor or young singers starting in Mexico or elsewhere?
Oh, yeah, of course. Uh, in the morning today, I received a call of some of the young singers.
Mm-hmm.
Th- they saw me in last December on a Christmas concert, singing Requiem Mozart.
Mm.
By the way,
Ah.
yeah, and they say, Maestro, we are putting now Stabat Mater. Is Latin, is in Latin. Stabat Mater of Dvorak.
Mm.
Dvorak,
Mm-hmm.
and they say we are a soprano, baritone, and contralto, mezzo soprano.
Wow. Yeah.
We are inspired because I saw you your concert. Oh my God! They say, oh, it's very satisfied. You know, now your question is, oh my God, I just live in the morning, and it's very, very comfortable. Very. I mean, it don't
Mm-hmm.
have price. This don't any price, and inspire the new generation of the young people to do this wonderful music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you. I love this question.
Yeah. It just brought to my mind a couple people I know who are male sopranos. And I'm like, well, if you close your eyes and you heard them thinking they were just, female, whenever you open your eyes, they're like a beard, you go, hello. Do you ever seen those? You ever seen those Amy male sopranos? Like,
Mm-hmm.
wow, they're amazing. Um,
Yeah.
but you know, Alfredo, you every artist has a moment when ambition turns into belief. What was the first time you truly felt I belong in the world stage, and what sparked that realization?
Oh, Chris, you make me you will make me cry. It's amazing because I have in my mind, in my heart, this moment. It was into 2010. It was the centenary of the revolution, Mexican Revolution, 100 years,
Mm.
uh, and we were making a Pancho Villa, the musical. Pancho Villa is a kind of hero of the Mexican Revolution, and I was very fortunate to work with Juan Manuel Arpero.
Hmm.
He was a composer of this opera in Spanish,
Wow.
talking about this revolution uh, revolutionary hero. And then I was Pancho Villa. I was Pancho Villa. And the point is, when I heard for the first time the orchestra, I felt that feeling that you say, Chris. I say,
Mhm.
okay, I belong to the stage. I want to do this all my life. And I cried. I literally cried when I was listening for the first time the arrangement of the music. Uh, oh my gosh, I can remember still, and I really want to cry because now my friend, the composer, he passed away. He passed
Oh.
away, so he died.
Oh.
So yeah, I
Hmm.
keep him in my heart and my mind. And yeah, it was when I say I belong to the stage in 2010, singing Pancho Villa the musical.
Yeah, and that's where you feel at home, singing for people, and you won't have it any other way.
Exactly. Yes,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah, I had
Absolutely.
I had a tenor by name of what's his name? I I had one tenor on some time ago, and he lost his voice for 5 months. He couldn't sing for 5 months, and it just drove him nuts, drove him crazy. Um,
Yeah, the worst thing that can happen to a
yeah,
singer, lost
and
his
a lot of them
voice.
have um, vocal nodules. You ever had that vocal nodule? They're caused by operas. The opera, a lot of opera singers have them.
You have it's physics. I used to call the time with my friend Craig Nim
Mhm.
in Bellevue in Bellevue Opera, and I used to ask him all the time, Maestro, how do you do to take care of the voice in an opera singer? And he say, it's physics. It's you have to do as natural as possible for you, natural. No create, no making any sound, and it's physics. It's sometimes we think that it's to be an opera singer is too much the voice dark, and no, you just have to be uh, your
Mm.
voice, let it be, let it go to your vocal cords, to your body. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just quite a task to have to sing all these opera tunes and not being able to sing for 5 months, but being able to sing all the time. It's like, oh, I have to sing Nessun Dorma over and over again.
Mhm.
Eventually, you're going to be
Mhm.
waking up in the morning and you're going to have an alarm clock that goes, Nessun Dorma, cuckoo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah.
But,
Could
Amy,
you
at your
imagine
age,
that?
You performed in productions like Bellevue's opera La Boheme and appeared in various symphony and gala settings. What's your favorite
Yeah.
memory from a live performance, and what makes a stage moment truly unforgettable to you?
Oh gosh, yeah. Have had a lot of moments like that, but mainly my first rehearsal, on piano.
Mhm.
The orchestra wasn't there still, and when I hear the first note of my aria, "Che gelida manina,"
oh,
you
Mhm.
know, do you remember, Chris, that aria, "Che gelida"? It's one of
I
the
never,
most beautiful arias in the repertoire, and it was the my moment when I say, "Oh, I'm finally here singing this opera." I have sang this opera before in San Miguel de Allende
mm,
in Mexico, and with the maestro Rogelio Riojas, who is a great coach. And I send greetings for him. I'm sure he will see the interview. And yeah, it was a pleasure to share the stage with great colleagues, great singers, you know, uh, great actors, uh, the musicians, the orchestra, Bellevue Symphony. They are great. Brian Davenport, the conductor. He's mad all the time with the singers, and because but this he's like that. You have to understand. Some conductors are very hard, so you have to be prepared to support.
mhm, mhm.
Support the conductors and say, In Carmen, he told me, I know you are asking me by Boyan, but in Carmen, he stopped the rehearsal and say, Alfredo, go home and learn the role.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, oh my God, I was the point to say, okay, I can't do this. But no, I say, no, okay. And they gave me the force to do it, the strongness. And you have to be prepared. All day is a challenge. Every production is a big challenge for you.
Has there ever been a time when you just couldn't appear and you had an understudy, or you always have to be there?
You, I mean, mainly, personally, I think you always have to be there. You know, you always have to be there and live, breathe your roles, eat your roles. You know, yeah. Personally, I think that, but you have to be careful because it could be dangerous. It could be dangerous.
Yeah.
Only you have to be careful. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you would have to. Now, I know, like during the pandemic, you began releasing recordings of blended romantic opera, crossover, and sacred music. What did that creative period teach you about your voice, your audience, and your purpose?
Well, pandemic was a very hard situation, so we wanted to give to the audience big hopes through the music, through the sacred songs, to an Ave Maria, for example, to like a big prayer for the world.
Mm.
Uh, but at the same time, give something different to the audience. And I, I decided to just recording the songs and wait
Mm-hmm.
for what happened. We say, okay, let's wait. What's happening?
Hmm.
And oh my gosh, now I'm here with you, Chris and Amy. After, and I'm so happy for that. I'm really grateful and happy.
Yeah, we are too. Um,
Okay. Beyond performing, you're also referred as the maestro in some context. Do you teach, coach, or mentor emerging artists? And if so, what do you enjoy the most about passing on the knowledge?
Yeah, I love to support emerging artists. Uh, there are some of them now singing around the
Mm-hmm.
world, uh, tenors, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
and some sopranos. And I love this. It's one of my passions, teaching,
Mm-hmm.
the vocal technique, the passion for the music, mainly. I don't know. I can say by myself that I'm a good teacher, but I can say I have the passion to teach, as my teacher showed me first too.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to do the same to share this passion for the music. When you are on a stage, you forgot all your problems. It's the best place to stay. Even if
Mm-hmm.
I have been sick, very sick, but when I am on stage, I'm miracle. It's like a miracle. I got best. I got feel
Mm-hmm.
better and better. So I think the stage is a great place to stay, and it's like I
wow.
like to share to my students.
Yeah, it would be difficult to teach to teach someone how. I had someone ask me, "Can you teach me how to do the vibrato?" And I said, "You can't teach vibrato. You have it or you don't." So it's sort of like
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
you have vibrato or you don't. Like people try to have a vibrato, but usually when I'm singing, I got this vibrato, and then sometimes I don't. But you can't teach it. You know, It's you either have it or you don't. It's kind of interesting. I'm going to let Amy ask the last question, but before she does, I'm going to ask you this one. Um, when you think about the future of opera and classical music, what do you hope your generation contributes to the art form that will matter 50 years from now?
In 50 years from now, wow. Well, it's I would like that the people in 50 years it's keeping the traditions. I think it's important to keep traditions. Of course, offer new productions, new proposals, but don't lose the traditions. You know, because we provide it's where we belong from that time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love the beautiful costumes of the 1875,
Mm-hmm.
for example, for Traviata. Uh, and yeah, is that I would like to keep the traditions mainly, Chris.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'll add this question. No, to be very short on this because I know that everyone has their own answer to this. But what do you think of AI and music? Like writing a musical and like an opera tune with just AI, like it's not a male and female, but they're just. What do you think of that?
Wow, it's I have feelings different, but mainly I think AI never could be uh, supply the human being, the human
Yeah,
creativity.
Mm-hmm.
the
Never.
talent. Yeah.
Yeah, the talent. Yeah, never. I personally is my, but it's good. You can take advantage of this technology, of course, but never. Don't worry, please. The artists, all the artists in the world, no worries, please. AI never supply,
That's true.
this miracle of the life.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
All right. What's next on the horizon for you? Any upcoming roles, recordings, tours, or dream projects you're excited about? And how do you see your artistry evolving in the coming years?
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited for the future.
Mhm.
I have a phrase: the best is yet to come.
Oh,
You
yes.
know, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and I will be singing Pinkerton in Madame Butterfly. So I'm so blessed for that. It's a role
Mm,
that
yeah.
it will be my first time, my debut with that in Bellevue,
Oh, wow.
Washington, and I will sing for an Orange County with the three Mexican tenors. It's a great project, a beautiful project. We mix traditional music, opera, but then we go to the Mexican sound with symphonic
Mm,
Mexican
Mm-hmm.
repertoire. So it's very interesting, uh, and it's a very good opportunity to get close Latin people to the arts.
mm-hmm.
Because nowadays in Latin America, I think the arts is in a in it's not the best moment for Latin America in the arts, but we have a great spirit. We can feel the art. So I think this project is the best for get close more people
Mm-hmm.
for this beautiful art. Lyric
Mm-hmm.
lyric music, and
Definitely.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
coming. I
Yeah.
hope.
I
Yeah,
love it.
I hope
I
to
love
continue.
beautiful arts. I love opera. I love it's like beautiful. Like my mother and father used to go to an opera every year. Like they had tickets for like 3, 4 operas. Love Traviata, Evita, Carmen, Turandot,
Wow,
Tosca. She loved it all.
Oh,
wow.
So it was amazing. Yeah. But thank you so much, Alfredo Carrillo. I really appreciate you grazing on stage today, and thank you, Amy, for joining me as co-host.
you're
But
welcome.
thank you so. But I just want to do one thing here. Do you mind if like Alfredo, that we just do the first like Nessun Dorma together, like in unison. I just want to see if my voice matches yours. You ready for that?
Oh,
Just sing.
please.
Okay,
My
here we go.
pleasure.
You ready?
Yeah,
1,
I'm
2,
ready.
3. Nessun Dorma,
Oh,
Nessun Dorma. I
right.
love it.
Bravo. You got it.
Love it. Thank you so much. I can tell
Thank you
people
so
I've
much,
done with
Chris.
Alfredo Carrillo. Anyway, thank you so much, Alfredo. So,
Thank you.
wait right there. Okay, everyone, we're going to end the stream. All of Alfredo's links, everything will link down below when this is posted. And yeah, great voice. Love it. And thank you, Amy from Norway, for being my co-host. And you're actually going to be living in the United States in June, I think, as well.
Close to that, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so thank you, everyone. We're going to end the stream
Thank
right
you,
there.
Amy.
Amy and Alfredo, 1 second, don't leave yet. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Amy. I hope to see
Bye.
you in Norway.
Yeah.